And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. 52. Get ready. Get ready. Check three. Check three. Check three. Zip it. Check 25. Check 25.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Check safety. Go. Ringo.
Jackson now. He's looking deep for Bell. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
I'm coming after you.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
Three-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina.
31's the mic. He's scared. 31's the mic. Let's go, D.
On second and 12, Jackson. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get ready.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
26.
He'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He finds an opening past the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Not me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Let's get it.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
What's screen? Big ass ball.
Now Jackson to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a big run that time by Bell. 49 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it. This is Harris. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st down, Packers.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
I got you. Watch the screen.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He's coming to you.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking it. Where's 52?
Jackson looking to throw on third, and he's able to find Diggs. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. 52's the Mike right here over there. Mike.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Check, check. Watch the defense. Switch up, switch up. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Hey, watch that.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Bang, 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 bang.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson will throw again. Diggs with a good footwork. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Vikings, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, he's checking crack.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the Packers' 4-yard
Coming for
line.
you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now it's Jackson. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken short. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
You can't have it. He's not going to get me. 10-30.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Rodgers. It's caught by Coleman. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
It's complete to Diggs. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check, 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 check. Get him all. Wes. I got you. 31's the mic.
In your face.
Now Jackson lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. Man left. We got 4. We got it right.
Again, Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's now second and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Stand 300. Back 6. Guys, it's game situation.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he's going to get a first down here as he's taken down at the 22. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Coleman now. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going. And we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
55. Check, 55. Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. That's it. 55. Hey, 55. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now Jackson on first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On second down now, it's Bell, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Check 31, check 31. Check.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Check tight end, check tight. Room. Mike spot 4. No,
Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And Diggs has it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
That's another Vikings first down.
We got this.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. On first down, Bell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Slam, slam, slam.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They get it to him running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run. This is Brown. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Drop deep, let's go, let's go. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 53.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Got his man, it's Williams. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back.
No. Green 18.
Check 53 is mine.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
You think you won't get this?
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fends him off. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deeper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
On first down, McFarland. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Everyone's got 4 down.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. On the left hash mark, this is a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm trying to collect.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class? And bring it back to the coach. He's in big trouble.
Green 18. Watch the run. They're running it.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Green Bay, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.